Hello, everybody. Clay Fark of the Horror Franchise, back at it with another video. And today I thought, you know, why don't we just kind of do a timeline throughout the year of 2026? Recently, about a month ago or something, I did a video discussing my most anticipated games that I'm looking forward to. So I thought I'd do something that kind of just goes along the lines of everything that I'm looking forward to this year. Obviously, today is February 15th, 2026, and I made a roadmap. Yes, I made a roadmap. So if anybody even cares about following this path, I'm going to go through every release date afterwards. I'm going to go back to this type of thing, and we're going to discuss how the year is going so far, how these releases are going so far. So obviously, as you can see right here, obviously there are the games that I'm looking forward to this year. And the last video I made, I didn't really include Stranger Things chapter for Dead by Daylight because that wasn't like an actual game. Dead by Daylight already exists. It's existed forever. And I thought, you know what, just screw it. That was something I was looking forward to. It was something new and fresh for Dead by Daylight after the massive failure that these quality of life updates had. And it felt good. So let's go ahead and discuss it. January 27th was when the first thing that I was looking forward to of the year released, Dead by Daylight's Stranger Things Chapter 2. And for the most part, it was good. There wasn't really anything buggy. I made a review about this when it came out, a couple days after it came out or whatever, but anyways. I discussed how my pros and cons, which there were mostly pros. Shockingly, there were, because Dead by Daylight. The characters were very well made. Vecna is an overpowering son of a bitch. I'll say that. But he's also not as overpowering people are making him out to be. When you're actually playing him, you'll see the faults that he has. It's all about mind gaming and trying to learn the pathing with his power. I'm not going to go too in detail. If you're a Dead by Daylight fan and you played the chapter and you know you went against the killer or all that, you know what I'm talking about. But I think people are kind of exaggerating his power, or they just suck. They have skill issues, is the word. I hate using that word, but skill issue. I have skill issues too, so that's okay. Whatever. I suck. Love you guys. But it is what it is. Overall, the characters were well made. I spent some money on these characters. I like Stranger Things. I don't love Stranger Things like a lot of people do, but I do really enjoy watching it. It's a really good show. The final season, as a lot of people would probably agree, it was a little underwhelming. However, I did really like the ending. But we're not talking about the show. We're talking about this. January 27th. So first off, it was a success. For the most part, it was a success. It was a good start for my year, for everybody's year. But this is my year because I'm discussing this. This is the year of one of the most anticipated games of all time. Specifically, what's on the bottom of the list, as I have already been like horny as hell over, so yeah, whatever. Now we get to my number 2 most anticipated. Coming out February 27th, which we are literally, how many days are we? Today's the 15th, right? We're 12 days away. 12 days away for Resident Evil Requiem. The trailers and such they just had a state of play trailer, and I did a reaction to it. I made a video when the day it came out. Be sure to check that out if you're a hardcore Resident Evil fan, or just a casual Resident Evil fan, whatever. It was cool, especially that last minute, or last 10 seconds or so. I'm really looking forward to this game. When they announced it, the first trailer back in June last year, I was like, okay, I'm curious. You got my curiosity. You got my curiosity about Grace Ashcroft. Yeah, baby. Mama Grace. But then they were quiet for quite a while. And then slowly but surely more trailers and such started coming out. I was curious. I was more curious about what the hell are they doing with this. Obviously they're going back to RPD, Raccoon City. Something's going on. And then Leon Kennedy shows up. You had my curiosity. Now you got my attention. And then it just kept getting better. It kept getting more interesting. So this is probably the most interesting installment to me. Because if you know me well enough about Resident Evil, I took a hiatus after Resident Evil 6. At the time, I really enjoyed Resident Evil 6. Today, not so much. Resident Evil 2 Remake got me back into the Resident Evil world. Resident Evil 3 Remake just got me even more bigger into the world. Because I love Joe Valentine. I love Nemesis. I'm a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the original, is in my top favorite list of Resident Evil games. I also made a ranking video, by the way, for my top 10 favorite Resident Evil games. It is a little bit of a controversial list, but it's my list. Be sure to check that out as well. But yes, I'm really looking forward to this. We are literally several days away from it. I hope it works. Because the way they are still hiding things. I feel like they're still hiding things for this game. And normally Capcom doesn't do that. I think Chris, Jill, Claire, Ada, maybe even Carlos, because they survived Raccoon City. Leon's got some infection going on that involves what happened in Raccoon City with that outbreak. All the survivors have it. There are other characters as well from the Outbreak games, because Alyssa Ashcroft is a survivor from Outbreak. Grace Ashcroft is the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft. So there's a connection to Raccoon City. There's a connection because Leon's infected horribly. And I forgot to mention, Sherry is potentially in it. That girl that's talking to Leon, it's Sherry, guys. It's Sherry. I can tell. If you played Resident Evil 6, you can tell it's her. It ain't Ashley. It ain't anyone else. It's Sherry. And for some reason, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I know I'm not. So, Resident Evil Requiem, February 27th. I will be live streaming it. I will be making videos for it. And I will make a review for it. There are plans. Now we got to March 26th. It's funny how it's literally the back end of the month from here. We got January, February, and now March. We have Life is Strange Reunion. Life is Strange. Life is Strange, man. Life is Strange is a game I got into back in 2017. It came out in 2015 or whatever, but still. My brother was playing it, and I got interested in it. This was during my hiatus from the world. This was during my time, because I used to be a little bit of an extrovert, just so you guys know. And then people and other things ruined it, and you know what? To hell with everyone. So I became an introvert, a hermit, a homebody, whatever the term is. Maybe all three at once. And I started playing some more games. Fallout 4 was the first. Fallout's not on this list, but I just want to bring it up. 2017 was, I would say, the golden year of gaming for me. Life is Strange was introduced to me in like August. My brother was playing at a time. I was like, alright, I'll give it a shot. I fell in love with it. The first game was just a masterpiece in every sense of the word. I played that game for like a month straight or something. Just kept playing it. I was so invested. I wanted to do every single decision, every choice. And this was around the time its prequel, Life is Strange Before the Storm, was coming out. So I was like, okay, perfect timing. This is perfect timing. And I love Chloe Price so much. She's one of my favorite video game characters of all time. She's my favorite game. She's my words, Clay. My favorite character in Life is Strange. I played the prequel's first episode. I loved it. I really did. It was fantastic to see how Chloe met Rachel. It was fantastic to see the world before the stuff that happens in the first game. And just to see how Chloe became Chloe Price in the first game. I couldn't say it's descent into madness. It's just her rebellious nature really comes to full fruition. Oh my god, I said a big word. Which brings us to Life is Strange Reunion. Now, I've tried to play Life is Strange 2, I tried to play True Colors, I tried to play Double Exposure. I couldn't get into those. I just tried. I'm sorry if you guys are fans with those, but I can't get into them. I have no desire to play them because I'm so hooked on Arcadia Bay, Max Caulfield, Chloe Price. I tried to get into the other ones. Don't get me wrong. I tried. I tried to get into them. It just didn't do it for me. Double Exposure, I played that one longer than the other ones. And even then, after finding out what they did with Chloe, if she was alive, whether you sacrifice Chloe or sacrifice Arcadia Bay, you just come up with your little story there. If you guys are familiar with Life is Strange, check them out. If not, I'm confusing the shit out of you. I'm sorry. So this game is supposed to be a direct sequel to Double Exposure. I can tell from the trailer, it literally lives and breathes the atmosphere of Double Exposure. So whatever happens at the end of Double Exposure, I'm going to have to spoil myself because I don't even care, to be honest. But the reason why I'm interested in this one is because Chloe's back! She's back! As I said, she's my favorite character in Life is Strange. So I'm curious what they're going to do here. I'm very curious what they're going to do with her. And it's great to see Max and Chloe back. Working together, trying to figure out what's going on. So, there's that. I don't think I'm going to pre-order it. I know there's like DLC and stuff you get for bonuses, of course. But I'm probably just going to just grab it, play it, see how I feel about it, and we'll just go from there. So, yes. Now we get to the no release date yet. Obviously, this could change in a month or so. Like I said, with each release that's coming out with Resident Evil and Life is Strange, hopefully we got a release date with these games by then. But until then, there's no release. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. They dropped 2 game trailers. The first one being Catalyst. I'm not as interested, but it's great to see Lara Croft back. Mama Laura. Mommy. My number 2 favorite video game character of all time. Well, I guess she's my 3rd favorite video game character because Chris Redfield from Resident Evil is up there. Yeah, probably my 3rd favorite. But as far as female protagonists go, she's my number 2. Jill Valentine being my number 1, of course. Lara Croft's a badass, man. We love her. She's like the first superhero. But she didn't come out first. Resident Evil did. And that makes Jill Valentine the first female superhero. Jill's the best. But yeah, now we got Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. It's supposedly a direct remake to the original. And I'm like, okay, for OG fans who were not too crazy about the Survivor trilogy with Camilla Luddington, 2013, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, they weren't too keen of her character in those 3 games. Well, specifically Rise and Shadow. Because she was kind of selfish. She only cared about herself. She only cared about finishing that goal. To hell with everybody else, huh? I didn't mind that. But again, I'm not an OG Lara Croft fan. I haven't played the originals. I played a demo a long time ago. I don't know which one it was. It might have been Angel of Darkness or maybe the 3rd one. I don't remember. But I'm not that OG fan. I have done research about the OG fan. I like the original Laura. I think she is very cunning. She's very, what's the word? Happy, jolly. She's more upbeat, positive. Somebody you can literally get behind. She can have your back. She can whoop their asses. She will protect you. She does that in the reboot trilogy to some degree. Not as much as they just compare. I'm getting political. I'm sorry. I don't like politics. I hate it. I don't discuss it. We're not going to compare. Just to hell with it. Point being, I grew up playing the Survivor trilogy. This is the OG's time to shine. This gives me a chance to go into the original intent of Laura. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And not to mention, she is even more beautiful than ever. Come on now. You knew that was coming. But yes, seeing Lara Croft at her best yet, potentially, hell yeah, man. Looking forward to this one. Hellraiser Revival. This is another one. Last year was one of the games next to Resident Evil Requiem. This and Resident Evil Requiem, at the time the trailer came out, I was like, okay, I got a couple games to look forward to in 2026. Little did I know Halloween the game was around the corner for its release trailer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Hellraiser Revival as well. Pinhead is an awesome character. Hellraiser series, though, I'm not too crazy about. I've seen most of them. They are just... I cannot watch half of them. They are just dull and boring and terrible. There's a handful of them that I think I can make a case that are okay. The first one, though, maybe the second one. The first two are neck and neck in the same world, same timeline. After that, they just go wherever direction they want. Completely different stories, completely different people. It has nothing to do with Pinhead or just all that, but whatever. The first Hellraiser, I really like that one. That one was cool, and you had characters you actually gave a shit about. That's a thing with horror movies that definitely sticks out for you. If you don't have characters you like, then you just don't give a shit about the movie. Or you just want to see them all die. You don't have that emotional connection. You need emotional connection, man, to hook the audience and care about your characters. You like the characters in this movie. After the second one, you could probably say the same a little bit. But after that, it's whatever. The character of Pinhead is literally the most mishandled and misused and underappreciated in horror, I believe. I forgot about the reboot. The reboot's alright. Jamie Clayton played Pinhead very well for that incarnation. She was very good. But Doug Bradley, come on, man, he's the OG. Doug Bradley's the OG. Yes, I've seen the trailers, and they are really having a hard time trying to get a rating, and I can see why. Because, man, it is explicit as explicit can be. That's why I haven't covered any of the trailers on here, because I don't want to get copyright stricken or age restricted or any of that stuff, because I want to be monetized. I like having money. By the way, speaking of that, I'm getting paid now, sort of. I'm working on it still. I've just recently got myself monetized, and I hope that works out. That is another thing to look forward for this year, aside from taxes and life and other things. That's life. We don't discuss life. We discuss the world of this, gaming, because that's all that matters to me. And movies, of course, mainly movies. I'm a movie and video game guy. The real world can go to hell. Now we get to the next one. Halo campaign involved. And I have been hearing rumors for a long time that they were going to port Halo into PlayStation 5. Now that's a thing that has never been a thing. It was always an Xbox exclusive. You could make a case with PC, but PC gets away with everything. Then I seen the trailer that they were remaking it from the ground up to the first Halo game. And I was like, okay, You took the gameplay of Halo Infinite and crammed it into the first game. I don't have a problem with that. I think whatever updated gameplay, updated visuals, keep the identity of the first game intact. That is all I care about. Because I do really like Halo. I'm not a freaking hardcore fanboy, but I do really like Halo. Master Chief is one of the best characters in gaming history. Cortana is a badass too. And it's just one of the greatest shooters of all time. If you're going to go back to the remake territory, you better do what you did with Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. All I did was give them a new coat of paint and kept everything else intact. Obviously, they updated the gameplay visuals and the visuals. The gameplay where he can actually sprint, I've seen that. Keep the identity intact. From what I've seen, it's literally the same thing. Just updated visuals, improved gameplay elements. That's it. And yet people have a problem with that, from what I've read. People have a problem with everything in general because they just hate existing. Another reason why I hate this world. Now we get to, I'm sorry guys, that's just how I am. If you guys aren't liking what I'm talking about the world and stuff, that's just how I am. That's just how I am. I'm sorry. I'm not pointing directly at any of you. I'm not being personal with anybody. That's just from life experiences. I don't like people. I don't like this world. There's too many crazy things going on. I don't want nothing to do with it. I just want to enjoy! Enjoy, man! Which is why I'm making content like this for you guys. Because I think you guys might like this. I hope you like this. It is what it is. Now we get to the most anticipated game of all time. What have I not said already in the past few videos? Because it's literally the only game that I have been covering every single detail of for the past several months, since August. Since August 20th last year, I have literally shown my face. This camera angle. My kitchen windows that are falling apart. Not really. The blinds suck. I'm sorry. Doing this kind of thing, making content like this, is because of this game. And I have said this a million times. When this game comes out, everything else is gone with the wind. Halloween will be the only thing I will cover until something else comes out that'll knock me out of a loop and then be like, alright, I gotta cover this for YouTube. Hopefully, Tomb Raider, Hellraiser, and Halo come out before Halloween. Because if Halloween comes out and those three come out after, I am probably not going to play them. I'm just giving you a heads up. That's why I want these three to come out before. Everything has to come out before Halloween. But that's why I'm doing something like this for this roadmap. We're going to keep things up to date this year. We're going to see where everything goes, and I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to be like, all right, here's my success, here's my failure, if it fails. I hope they don't. I hope they're all successful. I hope they're all really good, especially Halloween, the game. That is the one that I need in my life, because I want what I felt with Friday the 13th, the game, back in my life. Because back then with Friday the 13th, I had a community of people, a community of friends, multiple communities of friends, because a lot of them fell off and caused drama. You get it. If you've been in the game scenery and you've played with people consistently for a while, it's only a matter of time before they start sharing secrets and ruining everything for everyone, because they're all a bunch of pussies. But with that being said, from my life experiences, I'm not going to let that happen again with Halloween. Because the minute people start stirring drama, I'm out. I want nothing to do with it. I have friends that I have consistently played that I still talk to on Facebook and such and all this that are still here. They're still in my life. And I couldn't be any more grateful because those are the signs of true friends. Even if I've never seen them in real life. That's cool. It's cool to have that. And I hope they're there and they have to get a PS5. There's specifically one person that needs to get a PS5. I know there are a couple of people that already got one, but I'm just like, oh man, everybody needs this. Everyone needs this. The vibe that I'm getting from this game, it feels like Friday the 13th just with Michael Myers on Haddonfield. That's literally it. And I want that. That is exactly what I wanted. Some people may not agree with that. That's okay. Would you rather have a copy and paste of Dead by Daylight that a majority of games have already done? I won't. I don't want it. Dead by Daylight's its own thing. I have a love-hate relationship with Dead by Daylight. I don't want that with Halloween. I never had that with Friday the 13th. It was full-on love through and through. Now, of course, I had my issues with Friday the 13th over the time I played it, specifically when it came to the community. That's always about the community. It's always about the community at the end of the day. There's some good people, and there's some mostly shitty people. So that's all there is to it. But with Halloween, I'm going to support this game till it dies. And it will not die on arrival. It won't die in 6 months. It won't die in a year. It will flourish. Because all the license holders, all the people involved with it, and yes, Gun Interactive's involved, but they don't have a say with how the game operates. I am so sick and tired of seeing people keep just going, the game's going to die on arrival. Gun's name's attached to it. I won't be buying it. Hey, that's your choice. If Gun's name's attached to it, you don't have to buy it. If you don't trust him, or even IllFonic, you don't have to buy it. That's alright. It's your money, you do what you want. I'm just trying to clarify and give you an insight. Just because that they're attached to the game does not mean it's going to die real fast. It's not. It's not. Predator Hunting Grounds is still kicking. IllFonic made that. IllFonic is making this. They're in control. They still support that. They still support Killer Clowns. I've never played Killer Clowns. They still support that. Ghostbusters? They still support that one, I think. I don't keep track of those. Predator is the only one I actually played and keep track of. Sort of. But yes. And plus it's got single player. You got something else aside from multiplayer. Come on now. No, this is the most anticipated game of the year. And after Resident Evil Requiem comes out, I'm going to do a review, do all kinds of stuff for that. And I'm going to come back to the roadmap. And we're going to discuss this stuff again. And hopefully there's an update on release dates for the other 3 that we have listed here. And then we'll just work our way till Life is Strange Reunion. But the year is still young. The year is still young. We're in February. We got 10 months to go. Technically, no. We got till September. After that, my year is over with. So, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed what I'm covering. If you like this kind of stuff, be sure to like and subscribe. And I will keep up to date with this roadmap over the course of each release date. We will come back to this. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you have a good one. And forgive me for being a little political and harsh to the people and world around the globe and all that. That's just how I am. I don't always do this. It depends on my mood. I'm a moody person, so... I hope you guys have a good one. Peace out. See you later.